And now, back to this bitch that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press. Miley, what's good?
We're gonna spill the beans on the top celebrity feuds that were caught on camera. And trust me, folks, some of these feuds were so intense, you could get your hairs singed if you got too close. And hey, while we're at it, which enemies do you think should bury the hatchet and make amends? We're dying to hear your thoughts, so drop them in the comments below. Get ready for a wild ride, folks. It's time to spill the tea on some of Hollywood's most explosive and unforgettable feuds. Let's do this. Taylor Swift versus Kanye West. Taylor Swift had just won Best Female Video for her song You Belong With Me, beating out Queen Beyoncé in her iconic Single Ladies video. The crowd is clapping, Pink is cheering for Taylor, and everything seems peachy. But wait, the camera cuts away for a second, and when it comes back, Kanye West is on stage grabbing Taylor's mic. Yep, he took matters into his own hands. And what does he say? Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'll let you finish, but Beyonce has one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time. Talk about a mic drop moment.
Music, so thank you so much for giving me a chance to win a VMA award.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Poor Taylor is left standing there, stunned, holding her shiny astronaut award, while the crowd goes wild. It was pure chaos, my friend. That incident sparked a feud for the ages between these two powerhouse artists. They went back and forth, exchanging subtle and not so subtle digs, dominating headlines and fueling tabloid gossip. Selena Gomez versus Hailey Bieber. So here's the deal. Selena and Justin had an on and off relationship from 2010 to 2018. Then, out of nowhere, Justin started dating Hailey in 2018, just a month after his breakup with Selena, and went on to marry Hailey months later. Talk about a quick rebound. Fast forward to September 2022. Hailey spills the tea on the Call Her Daddy podcast. She swears up and down that she and Justin didn't get together while he was still with Selena. According to Hailey, they were already broken up when she and Justin started hooking up.
Your husband was in a very public relationship. They were kids. People were obsessed with the idea of them. People were confused on the timeline you're talking about of like, is she a homewrecker? So I guess my question is, Hailey, were you ever with Justin romantically at the same time as her?
No, not one time. When him and I started hanging out, like, okay, let's just put it this way. When him and I ever started like hooking up or like anything of that sort, he was not ever in a relationship, ever, at any point. I would never, it's not my character to mess with someone's relationship. I would just never do that. I was raised better than that. I'm not interested in doing that, and I never was. Like, I can say, period, point blank, I was never with him when he was in a relationship with him.
But fans insist there's much more to this. In the recent months, there have been multiple instances that Hailey was caught throwing shade at Selena. From copying her, to body shaming, and even teaming up with Kylie and Kendall Jenner to bully Selena. Well, that was a recipe for disaster on Hailey, cause the fallout from all this toxic behavior was a harsh and severe backlash from the army of Selena fans. It even led to Hailey reaching out to Selena, asking for help in calming down the mob, cause apparently Hailey was receiving death threats. Selena did speak out against this and stated that she did not condone this in any way. This did help to quiet down the angry mob, but the damage had already been done, because since then, Hailey has admitted that she had suffered from having the worst mental health this year. Miley Cyrus versus Nicki Minaj. Miley Cyrus and Nicki Minaj were at each other's throats after the 2015 MTV Video Music Awards nominations came out. Nicki was angry that she didn't receive a nomination for an MTV Video Music Award, but instead was given to Taylor Swift. Well, Nicki didn't hold back and took to Twitter to share her feelings, saying, "When the other girls drop a video that breaks records and impacts culture, they get that nomination." While Nicki never mentioned Taylor's name, it was pretty clear that's who she was directing her tweets at. While Miley jumped in to show support for Taylor and stirred the pot, telling the New York Times, "What I read sounded very Nicki Minaj," which, if you know Nicki Minaj, is not too kind. Boom, shots fired. Of course, Nicki wasn't going to let this go. Soon after, while on stage at the 2015 VMAs, Nicki confronted Miley Cyrus saying, "And now back to this bitch that had a lot to say about me in the press. Miley, what's good?"
And now, back to this bitch that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press. Miley, what's good?
Since then, things have simmered down, but there's still some bad blood between these two, because later on there was another flare-up. In Miley's song Catitude, she said, "I love you, Nicki, but I listen to Cardi."
I love you, Nicki, but I listen to Cardi.
Well, Nicki threw a shade right back at Miley, stating, "A Purdue chicken can never talk shit about queens." But I do notice a lot of Purdue chickens recently have been trying to say the queen's name for clout, and that's always been happening. Let's just have our popcorn ready for the next round. Chris Rock versus Will Smith. The 2022 Academy Awards turned into a crazy showdown for Will Smith. Chris Rock was presenting an award and cracked a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's shaved haircut, and bam! Will walked on stage and slapped Chris right across the face.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
He shouted, "Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth." It was intense.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
I'm going to, okay?
That slap was heard across the world and officially broke the internet. By the next day, everybody and their grandma knew about it. The slap gave us the endless memes, social media posts, and material for comedians for weeks. So apparently Chris had been making jokes about the Smiths for a while and things were already strained between them. So this incident just added fuel to the fire, but it didn't end there. Will later made an apology video, but Chris Rock wasn't having it. He straight up dissed Will, saying, "Fuck your hostage video." Ouch. He even compared Will's actions to Suge Knight's and joked about it. The tension was off the charts. It's crazy to think that Chris used to respect Will and cheer him on, but now it seems like all that respect has gone out the window. In Chris's own words, "I have rooted for Will Smith my whole life. I root for this motherfucker. And now I watch Emancipation just to see him get whooped." Drake versus Kanye West. Drake and Kanye used to be tight buddies, but it all went down the drain when Drake came out with his song In My Feelings, rapping about his love interest Kiki. And since then, it's been a whirlwind of drama. Kiki led people to believe it was Kim Kardashian he was referring to, since Kiki is her family's nickname for Kim.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding?
Kanye and Kim were married at the time, even though Kim denied ever having an affair with Drake, as well as Drake also confirming that Kiki was actually about his ex, Kiana Barber. However, this did little to squash the beef, cause months later, Kanye went on Instagram and said, "The fact that people are making rumors and thinking that you fucked my wife, and you're not saying anything, and you're carrying it on like that, don't sit well with my spirit." Then things got messy. Around this time, Kanye spilled some tea about Drake's personal life to rapper Pusha T. This then led to Pusha T jumping in, releasing a diss track aimed at Drake, and dropped a bomb exposing him of having a secret son named Adonis. Well, this ignited the feud between himself, Kanye, and now Pusha even further.
Babies involved, it's deeper than rap. We talking character, let me keep with the facts. You are hiding a child, let that boy come home.
The feud continued on for a while, with each side trading lyrical jabs until November of 2021, when they met up at a mutual friend and record executive Jay Prince's place to put the beef to rest. We hope you've enjoyed our most memorable celebrity feuds. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell to stay up to date on more juicy celebrity news. Catch you later, and we'll see you in the next video.